professional basketball player, and I got injured 5 days ago of my ACL. I want to make these videos, and a lot of them moving forward, about the life of an injured athlete. And this one especially, I'm going to go a little bit in depth about how it happened, about the first hospital visits, the first doctor visits, and the first physio visits. I'm now going to show the first video. In the video we can see that I get the ball from Sebastian, our captain. On the ball arriving, I tried to do a quick step to the basket. I did not see the player coming from the left side. And when I wanted to go up with the impulse, and the contact of him crossing in front of me and going, I don't know if he went for the ball or what happened, but on that contact, my knee twisted. And as we can see, like on the jump already, you can see I was in a lot of pain. At the moment, I did not really know what was going on. I did not know the severity of the injury. In this second video, we can see from another angle how it happened. He was caught for a sportsmanship foul in this video. Yeah, like I said before, you could already see that on the way up after the impulse, I was already hurt on the impact of my own jump and the impact of him coming in from the side I didn't see. Yeah, so after this happened, I stayed for the first quarter. I tried to run a little bit with Janos, the physio, that was at the game at that time. I tried to run a little bit, I tried to walk it out a little bit, but I felt something. I didn't feel that it was wrong, I felt something maybe missing in my knee. The pain went down from the initial pain that I had. So I could walk, I could do stuff, but it was not, I could feel something was wrong. So in the halftime, they told me to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital, I got an x-ray done, and from the x-ray, they could see that I had a broken kneecap. So that was the initial thing we thought it was, a broken kneecap. But something wasn't right. Like we knew, I knew, or from as much I could remember, that there was no impact on my knee. There was no knee to knee. There was not a hard fall. So we didn't really believe that was a broken kneecap. You can clearly see on the x-ray that it's a broken kneecap, but that is also not uncommon. It's known that 2 to 3% of people have broken kneecap. After this happened, the next day I went to the gym where the doctor of the team and the strength coach met with me, and the doctor saw me for the first time since it happened. So I think 24 hours passed by this time. He saw me, he did some tests, he moved my knee around, he touched my kneecap. At that point we knew it was not a broken kneecap. That was almost certain by that point. But he had a suspicion at that point that it was the ACL. We made an appointment for an MRI the next day to be 100% certain of this, if it was an ACL or if there was something else. So the next day we went to the MRI. My knee was really thick at that point. After we left the MRI, I had my results in hand. I did not know the result at that point. So after that, we drove to the doctor's practice. On arriving there, he saw the results. He met me right away. He gave me the answer, and of course it was an ACL rupture. As he already said it the day before. Yeah, we decided to take a liquid out of my knee. It was around 600 milliliters, if I'm correct. As you can see in the picture, it's a lot. So yeah, so now we knew what we were dealing with. We knew what the problem was. Now we had to figure out what we're gonna do. After all this, they gave me pills. They gave me an injection I have to take myself daily to get the blood flow going, and the pills are painkillers. The strength coach, he gave me a kinesio tape on my knee. He's gonna give me massages as or treatments, let me say it like that, as much as possible. And then with the stent machine I have here at home, which I used almost all day, is the goal of all this is to make the knee be as good as possible before the surgery, so that the recovery after the surgery is as easy and smooth as it possibly can be. So now the idea is that at the moment it is that I'm gonna go back to Spain to do the surgery there and all the recovery process in Spain, since I am now in Austria. But at the moment I cannot really say any more about it because there's not anything to talk about, because there's not anything specific at the moment. So for now, this is the introduction. I'm gonna try and make as much footage as possible to be as precise as possible in this process as I can be. And yeah, that's it for now.